up, you guys, and welcome to the channel, or welcome back. My name is Amanda Marie. Over here I discuss all things fragrances. So if you're someone that is into perfume, you're into perfume collecting, you want to know more about a fragrance, whatever the case may be. Also Arabic fragrances. I talk a lot about Arabic fragrances over here on my channel. So if that is something that interests you, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bells. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a video. I know you guys are like, something is different. Yes, okay. I've kind of been working on the feng shui or the functionality of the boom boom room, and in the last video y'all saw me facing that way, and it was kind of a interesting position for me because I had to reach over here, grab my strips, grab the fragrance. I have a desk here, so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to reposition myself. You feel me? And you know what, sometimes in life you gotta reposition yourself. You gotta know how to switch that thing up. And now I feel like it's more functional. You know, it feels natural. I'm also working on my lighting. I don't have the finances or the will to buy any new lighting. You guys, I have invested in lighting, cameras, microphones. I'm tired of that, okay? My next purchase is going to be a new camera. Who knows when that will be? But until then, me and this little vlogging camera, we gonna rock it out, okay? We gonna make it do what it do because I'm not in the mood. Anyway, that's why things look different, okay? Just rock with me. I'm trying to find my sweet spot, okay? In today's video, we're gonna be talking about some spring fragrances. Really, you can transition them into the summer. They just don't have to be spring, but they're Arabic fragrances, okay? I think they're gonna be great for spring and summer, actually. And one I haven't talked about in years, okay? Years, so we're gonna get into that. But before we do, I do have two new fragrances from French Avenue that I'm going to get into. The first one is Venino by French Avenue. And then the second one is Gracia by French Avenue. If you are a lover of Liquidis Imaginaires Blanche Bête, then you might want to stick around for this one, okay? You might want to stick around for this one. I'm just saying. I know a couple of you have asked me where you can buy these fragrances. I know for sure Fragrance By, and I'm talking about French Avenue, okay, just to be clear. I know FragranceBuy.ca has the fragrances. I know Joma Shop has the fragrances. I don't know if they have a lot of these newer fragrances that I'm talking to you guys about, because I want to say this one is a newer release. This one is a 2025 release. It is an Arabic brand, so you know it may take a little bit of a second to get over here to the States, but as I find out where you guys can purchase these fragrances, I will upload that information either in the video or I will put it on my community page. So when you see me post something on my community page, go look at it, because 9 times out of 10 I'm letting you guys know where y'all can buy these fragrances. Okay, let's get into Gracia, and I'm just going to open it up for you guys so you can see the packaging. The packaging is absolutely stunning. I don't want to drop it, but the packaging is gorgeous, y'all. And the bottle, oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and take it out of the box so you guys can get a close-up of this bottle. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous bottle. I love the presentation. I like to test these fragrances out before I bring them to you guys, because it gives me really a better chance to see how they perform, to see what it's giving on the skin. You know, I need to see all the things before I present the fragrances to y'all. So I've already worn this a full day's wear and I love it. I've already done a comparison to this fragrance next to Blanche Bête, because I do own Blanche Bête. And even though there are slight differences, they're slight, okay, they're pretty much neck and neck. Okay, I'm not gonna say 1-to-1. I'm gonna go percentile and say Gracia is about 90 to 95% exact. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. It smells beautiful. In this fragrance, you have ambrette, you have milk, those are in the top. You have frankincense, jasmine, tuberose in the middle, and in the base you have cacao, musk, tonka bean, and vanilla. Y'all, this is sweet, creamy. I get the frankincense. It comes through in the fragrance really in the beginning. Okay, you do get this slightly smoky, incensey note, and again, I'm chalking it up to the frankincense. I get the lactonic notes. It's sweet, almost giving it like a creaminess, not an over the top creaminess, but definitely a creaminess, right? I get the musk. The ambrette is a note, and usually for me it comes off musky, okay? And so I'm pulling the musk. As far as those florals, I'm probably getting more tuberose than I'm getting jasmine. And I like the tuberose in here. The tuberose in this is very much reminiscent of the tuberose in Blanche Bête. They're almost identical. I'm getting the cacao, I'm getting the tonka bean, I'm getting the vanilla. So this is a I don't want to say coconutty. This is giving more of a powdery cacao. It's not necessarily giving me coconut. I don't want to say coconut. If anything, it's giving me more of a cocoa butter feel. And I've said that before in Blanche Bête. Whenever I smell Blanche Bête, it takes me back to my childhood, because baby, my mama was, baby, listen, when it came to moisturizing our skin, my mama would buy the biggest bottle of cocoa butter lotion you could ever find. We had so much cocoa butter lotion in our house. It was stupid crazy, okay? So whenever I smell Blanche Bête, and now this, I am very much reminiscent of that cocoa butter lotiony smell. The tonka bean is giving it like a kind of nutty, roasted nutty feel. And then I'm getting the vanilla. So overall, again, I think this is a great alternative or option. If you don't want to spend that type of money, if you like that Blanche Bête DNA, you can't go wrong with this one. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. I think it is so good. If you're a guy watching this, this is gonna lean very feminine to me, okay? But if you're a guy and you love the smell of cocoa butter, up next we have Venino, and this is just regular Venino. I did talk about Venino Bianco in my last video. I will link it up above if you guys want to go back and watch it. That fragrance reminds me a lot of a Kilian fragrance, okay? If you like a sweet, rich, seductive, very sophisticated, creamy white floral, you'll love the, I guess, sister fragrance to this, which is the Venino Bianco. But today we're talking about the regular Venino, right? Now, it is on Fragrantica, and I'm actually quite surprised that this is on Fragrantica because, like I said, this one was released in 2025. So this is a really, really new release. And let me just show you guys the packaging before we get into the fragrance. Does it not remind you of something? Okay, yeah. The bottle. Let's go ahead and take this out. And I've smelled this. I haven't done a reel on this yet, but y'all, when I got these in the mail, I opened them up right away because y'all know I have no chill when it comes to fragrances. Baby, I'm not gonna wait until I'm sitting down recording the video for y'all to smell these fragrances. Baby, I'm cracking open boxes immediately, okay? So I already smell this and I love it, okay? But let me show y'all the bottle. This is what the bottle looks like. Again, this is Venino. Very reminiscent of a very popular brand, right? I don't remember what this smells like, so I am going to give this one a spray, but I feel like I remember really liking this. Yep, I did. I knew it. In my mind, I was like, remember it smells like, okay, hold on. Let me give y'all the notes. So in this fragrance, you have notes of cinnamon, apple, smoke. In the top, in the middle, you have moss, tobacco. In the base, you have something called Arcanox. I've never heard of that. And you have bourbon vanilla, my favorite. Y'all know, baby, when it comes to the bourbon vanilla, I lose all control. You hear me? It just, the smell of bourbon vanilla just makes me melt. I love it so much. Bourbon vanilla to me is warm. It's seductive. It reminds me of a dessert, especially mixed in with this apple note and the cinnamon. I'm very much getting warm cinnamon, soft, spicy apple pie. That is what I'm getting. And then when the smoke comes through, it's reminding me of a very sophisticated gentleman, you know, who loves a good bourbon and he loves a good cigar, okay? And the conversation is top tier. Like, you can just talk to that man all night long. That is what this fragrance is reminding me of. It really is so seductive, so good. I don't know if this is something that you would want to wear in the spring or summer. Actually, of course, Gracia, you can wear that spring and summer, probably into fall as well. This one is giving me more of a fall vibe. Y'all, this is yummy. This is delicious. It's very much putting me in the frame of mind of fragrances like, what is it supposed to be? Oh, please let it be one that I've wanted. That's exactly what it is. It's definitely giving me Smoking Hot by Kilian. Very reminiscent of that perfume. And I remember when Smoking Hot first came out, I was in Vegas, and just so happens I was staying at the Aria, and the Kilian boutique, I want to say it may be one of their flagship stores in Vegas. Anyway, I went there and I remember smelling Smoking Hot for the first time. And it smells like this. Yes, it's giving me hookah. It's giving me cigar bar. It's giving me this sweet, warm, seductive, boozy gentleman. That's what it's giving me. And warm, sweet apple pie. You know, y'all know I'm a Kilian fanatic, okay? But interesting thing is, when Smoking Hot first came out, I did not hate it, but it wasn't an instant love for me. Maybe I should go back and revisit it. But now that I have this, girl, why would I do that? Oh, on the skin, y'all, it is jumping, okay? Oh, it made me want to just take a bite out of my arm, for real. Oh, this is a 10 out of 10. Immediately a 10 out of 10. I think y'all could figure that out by the way I'm carrying on in this video. It's a 10 out of 10, babes. Unisex, leaning slightly masculine, but a woman, baby, a woman could definitely rock this, and I intend on rocking this, okay? Dang, French Avenue. They hit it out the park with this one. I've not had a chance to have a full day's wear with this, so I cannot speak to the longevity and the performance just yet. But don't worry, I will circle back and we will go over all of that at a later date. But as of right now, just going off of smell, it's fire. Fire. I have 3 Arabic fragrances here that I know are going to be great for the summertime. One I got NPR last year. Was it last year? Yes, it was last year, from Attar Collection USA. This is very much giving spring and summer, so I haven't picked it up since then. This is what the bottle looks like. This is Hayati. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it at an angle, but this is what the bottle looks like. This is Hayati by Attar Collection USA. And you know what? I really need to talk about this brand a little bit more, because they actually have some really amazing fragrances, and I just haven't explored them the way I should. And I just absolutely love their bottles. Very, very much on brand. Okay, now in this fragrance you have a lot of fruits. In the top you have raspberry, you have more berries, you have pineapple. In the middle you have whipped cream, honey, blackcurrant, plum, and floral notes. It doesn't say exactly what floral is in here, but there's some florals in here. In the base you have ice cream, vanilla, and white musk. I feel like this fragrance, oh, this smells so good. I do have a discount code for you guys to use. It is Amanda10. I'll put it up here at the top. If you're interested in purchasing this fragrance, save you some money. Yes, I do make a small commission, a very tiny commission, okay? But if a bunch of y'all buy it, maybe I'll be able to buy me a new light. I'm just saying, help your girl out, okay? But you know what's interesting? When I smell this, that honey has gotten very boozy, because I've not sprayed this for several months now. It might be a year, coming up on a year, since I've sprayed this fragrance. And that honey, baby, she has settled in and she has gotten boozy. She's almost giving like this. Is there such thing as honey Crown Royal? I don't know, I'm not a drinker, but it's giving like that honey type of boozy honey note in Crown Royal, if there's such a thing. But I don't want y'all to think this is over the top boozy, but I'm definitely picking up on, I just had to mention, this is not necessarily a boozy fragrance, but I had to mention how much that honey note has changed. And I love it, y'all. This is sweet, warm, it is boozy from that honey, okay? Those pineapple is, even though there is creamy notes here like vanilla, ice cream, whipped cream, it's not over the top creamy. Hold on, let me spray it on my skin, because maybe that's where the creaminess will come out. I'm not picking it up on paper, that's for sure. I'm not getting it on paper. I don't know. Oh, I'm so in love with that honey note. And it is so good. And y'all know, honey, it could go either way with me. It could be good or it could be real, real bad. It's so delightful in this fragrance, y'all. But still, I'm getting a lot of fruity notes. Sweet, warm, boozy fruitiness. I'm not getting a whole lot of creaminess from the ice cream notes or the vanilla, but I'm getting something sweet. But either way, it's delightful. And I am picking up a little bit on the musk. This is not a musky fragrance. Like when I think of musky fragrances, I think of fragrances like Valaya, okay, Guidance, what else? Musk 12. Those are like musky fragrances. So if you have those and you can smell the musk in them, that is not the type of musk that's here. The musk is very much in the backdrop. She's in the room, but on the other side of the room, okay? She's over there, all right? If you're the type of person that is into very feminine, sweet, fruity fragrances, you will like this. I don't know what those floral notes are. I'm not picking up on anything floral. Maybe it could be jasmine. It could be, I don't know, some type of white floral. It's not a yellow floral. It ain't even giving me white floral. I don't even know what the floral note is in here, but it's definitely not giving yellow floral, white floral. It's not giving me any of that. So it's really hard for me to pinpoint what that floral note is. This, in my opinion, is decadent. It's dainty. That's the word I want to use, dainty, okay? So if that is your aesthetic, that is your vibe, baby, you're going to love this. Again, this is Hayati by Attar Collection USA. The Venino is really cutting up over here on my arm. She's acting a fool, girl, calm down. Yikes. I was definitely influenced by social media. I don't know if it's YouTube, I don't know if it was TikTok. I was influenced to buy this fragrance. This is an oldie but a goodie, okay? Y'all remember this? Jasmine Wisp by Rassai. I'm gonna give her a spray because it's been a minute, like a hot minute. This is giving Kirkay. This is giving Yerba Pura. I don't think, you know what? I think people were saying that back in the day, but the problem was at the time, I had not smelled any of those fragrances, neither one of them. So I didn't have much to compare it to, but now, yeah, it's definitely giving that. In this fragrance, you have mandarin orange, grapefruit, lemon. In the middle, you have passion fruit, white flowers, pear, peach, coconut. In the base, you have vanilla, tonka bean, and amber. So I'm not gonna waste too much time on this fragrance because you guys are probably already familiar with this DNA. So it just doesn't make sense in my opinion. But it's definitely musky, it's definitely fruity. I like this DNA actually. I don't think it would make any sense for me to purchase the real deal. At this point, I have 3 different fragrances with that Kirkay Yerba Pura profile. This, I have Confidential by Lattafa, and then I have something else. Probably the next one I'm gonna talk about actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, should I pick another fragrance? Because I feel like, hold on, let me just spray this one. I'm not gonna show y'all the bottle. I'm gonna just spray it right quick. Okay, so I went and switched the fragrances because I feel like the next fragrance that I'm going to talk about is very similar to this same profile, very similar to that Confidential by Lattafa, very similar to Kirke, Yoruba, all of them girls. This is Shaghaf Oud Amar by Swiss Arabian. This was gifted to me, I want to say last year by the brand, but this is what the bottle looks like, you guys. I feel like it would be too much. They're just too similar. They're the same, okay? These are the same. Again, I love this scent profile, okay? Obviously, I don't need another bottle of this scent profile. I think I'm good, okay? But I got up and grabbed another favorite of mine that I think would be actually great for spring and for summer. You actually could probably transition this fragrance into fall if you wanted to. I blind bought this fragrance. I saw it on a whim. I was not looking for it, but it was meant to be. And this is the best, one of the best blueberry fragrances that I've smelled. I've not smelled all the blueberry fragrances, okay? But what I have right now is one of the best blueberry fragrances, I promise you. And this is called Blueberry Musk, and it's by Arabiayt Prestige, okay? This is what the bottle looks like. And I feel like I've talked about this one already. When I first smelled this, I said, oh my goodness, what is this? Beautiful. You do get the musk, and I want to say there's not only blueberry here, but some blackberries, and it could be some black currant, because I get this sweet, fruity, sugary, musky thing that's going on in this fragrance. It is super addictive. I think it would be great if you're someone who likes fruity fragrances. I think it would be great if you're someone that likes a fragrance that it sits more on the lighter, airy side. Like you don't like heavy, heady fragrances. I think you will enjoy this, because this is light and airy, but it's heavy enough to where it will last you all day. Believe me when I tell you, the projection and the longevity for this fragrance, 10 out of 10. At the price point, I want to say I spent anywhere between $35 and $40 for this. I don't think I spent more than 40 actually. I think I spent like 35. I don't know. I would have to go back and look at the video and tell you guys how much I spent. But I just remember getting a deal that I could not refuse, okay? Beautiful. Now, from my understanding, they do have a cranberry version of this fragrance. I wish I could get my hands on it. I might actually buy it if I can find you know what, I'm gonna go back to the store where I picked this one up. Maybe I'll get lucky and they'll have the cranberry one. I'll start there first before I search for it online. But y'all, this is a delight, okay? A delight. This is going to lean more feminine for me, if you're wondering, okay? There's nothing masculine about this. This is very feminine, very sweet, fruity, musky, and it is just a pleasure to wear. Y'all, when I wore this, I was getting wafts of blueberries all day. Blueberries, they don't smell synthetic, they smell real, and they smell so good. I am just, when it comes to blueberry musk, baby, I am highly impressed. I really want that cranberry one. I wonder if I will like the cranberry as much as I like the blueberry. I give it a 10 out of 10. Highly recommend Blueberry Musk by Arabiayt Prestige. All right, y'all, so that's it for today's video. Please comment down below. But before y'all leave, make sure y'all give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps the growth of my channel. Thank you guys so much again for watching. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I hope you're smelling good doing it. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.